All right, guys, so this will be the last match of my coverage on day 12 from the Juryo division, and there you see the combatants in this match. Juryo 7 Akua in the green versus Juryo 2 Tochinoshin in the purple. Tochinoshin 3 and 8, so already a Makekoshi. Perhaps just wrestling to try to get some more wins so he doesn't fall quite so far down the Banzuke. But the shoulder injury, he's got it taped up. Obviously, he's got all kinds of tape on his knees, and that he's had for years. Aqua is actually doing okay. He's at 6-5, so a win here against a disabled Tochinoshin would give Aqua 7 and set him up for getting his Kachikoshi in the final 3 days. Aqua might be familiar to some of you that have been watching sumo a little longer. He was a Maegashira wrestler, but it was a ways back. The last time he was in Maegashira was this tournament 1 year ago. So in the March 2022 tournament, he was a Maegashira 15, and he got a 4-11. So he got demoted down to Juryo, and since then, he's done okay. He's had 2 Kachikoshis with 8 and 7. He had a 10-5 at Juryo 5, which put him all the way up at Juryo 1, and he could have bounced back into the top division, but at Juryo 1, he went 3-12 in January. So now he's down at Juryo 7, and it looks like he'll probably get his Kachikoshi. So, I wouldn't be surprised to see him back up in Makuuchi at some point this year or next year. But he's obviously got to get some wins here to just make sure he gets Kachikoshi, goes back up toward the top of the Juryo rankings. And there's a Tochinoshin fan with her homemade calligraphy kanji sign there. And then after this, the final match of the day that I won't have on camera is Dayamami versus Tohakuරු. And as I've said, Asanoyama is fighting in the top division today. He has Oho in the first match of the Makuuchi division action. So, an important match just to see if he can make sure he gets a win to stay on the top of the leaderboard equal to Ichinojo. And they are, of course, 2 ahead of the nearest person, which is Juryo 6 Gonoyama. Okay, so reminder here, because a lot of you will watch this video and maybe no other video. The Tochinoshin videos always get more watches than any other video on the channel. That I really won't have coverage tomorrow, Saturday, or Sunday. I'm off to Osaka tomorrow evening. And if I get really lucky, my train gets in the station at 5:07, and there's a 5:10 shuttle to the hotel. So if I can somehow make it to that shuttle, then I might be able to have the last match or so, but I can't guarantee that. Anyway, yeah. And I'll have videos, but I won't have a lot of coverage. So here we go. Tried a little bit of a henka, but not even quite fast enough to get out of the way there properly. So I know there's been a lot of talk on Twitter, some people saying, it's a sign, Tochinoshin, that, he should hang it up and retire. He tried his best to, come back up to the top division after getting demoted this previous tournament down here to Juryo, and he's obviously been beset with some physical problems, and he's now 3-9, so he's going to go, even further into the middle of the Juryo pack to make it even harder to get back up. So I don't know. You can leave a comment. What are your thoughts? Should he hang it up? Should he keep fighting? Some people are like, no, that's his job. He's getting a paycheck. Until he falls out of Juryo and he stops getting that paycheck, he should keep fighting. And some people have that attitude and support him that way. All right, guys, thanks for watching Juryo coverage. I'll be back with Makuuchi division coverage coming up next.